and welcome to another great episode of Demo Day with Brett Taylor, Demo Day with Splat. Today I am going to do a little bit of dev work because I've been trying to get the Twitter bot and the Slack bot and now the Discord bot all changed over to the actual bots and not just webhooks, and use the latest I guess kind of recommended APIs and the latest recommended or popular Node.js modules. So I've been working on Discord bot for a couple of days, but I haven't had a whole lot of time to spend on it. And I don't think I will have a whole lot more time to spend on it coming up. So I'm going to try and do it now. So if anybody has any questions they want me to go over while I'm doing this, obviously feel free to hop in. But otherwise, I will be showing you all the trouble that I'm having with this bot module. And that is all I have in store. So, without further ado, oh, I guess I didn't actually get going, did I? Yeah, I guess I did. I didn't update my my title and everything. That's what I was looking at. That's what I was looking at. My bad. Updating. All right, so title set. Without further ado, let's do the little beer introduction. Tonight I'm going to be drinking a Gran, and I'm going to totally butcher this, Gianduato. It's Italian. I do not speak Italian. It is a imperial stout brewed with Italian coffee, cocoa, hazelnut, and vanilla. And it is brewed as a collaboration with Gran Cafe L'Aquila. I don't know Italian at all. Sorry, totally butchered that. But I guess it's a cafe here in Philadelphia that I've never heard of, and I guess they make their own coffee. But anyway, this is a delicious beer. I've had a couple of them, and I'm going to enjoy it. You all can watch me enjoy it right here live on the stream. I think I said this is from Levante Brewing in Pennsylvania. And hopefully it doesn't bubble over. I've done that a couple times with these stouts. Pretty good head there. Cheers. All right. So let's get started. Let me change over to my VS Code window here. What we have is, and that, I guess that's pretty big. Let me downsize this a little bit for you. I think that's still readable. Gives me a little bit more room to work. The issue that I'm running into is, sorry, my ear is itching, that the Discord bot module, I think, is a slightly older in terms of not having full async. I think it does promises, well, it, at least according to the docs, does promises, but it's not full async. So none of the examples that I could find, do they have does anybody do, like await? And all the examples that they have for initializing all show you creating a client and giving it some intents, which I guess are kind of like permissions or what you expect to be doing with it. I guess I should say this is the first time I've been working with the Discord client, first time working with this module. And again, I am very new to JavaScript, and especially async and await and promises. This is all brand new learning for me. Create a client. You need a token. You need a channel ID so that we know where to send our message. And then you log in. Tell the client to log in with the token. This is supposed to return a promise. And then they show in their examples doing a once ready, then log that it is ready. And the problem that I'm running into is that I am right now trying to run this without any actual real credentials. So I should be getting an error that I can't log in. And I think that doing something like this, where I say on error, then do an error function where I say log the error. But I never actually get this error. And I don't know why. So I'll just demonstrate it real quick so you can see exactly where I am. I'll run my platform. And that's interesting. What happened? No such file. Okay. What? I guess my computer restarted. And I didn't realize that I hadn't logged in until a couple of minutes ago. And I had to install an update of a couple of things. And now I'm totally borked. This seems a little weird. Is it just this terminal? Close that. Make a new terminal. So, why am I getting an error about steps? Do I need to reinstall Node.js now? Come on, man. Well, you might as well watch me reinstall Node.js. I don't really know why this would have happened. Windows installer 64-bit. But maybe this is the problem. And I'm going to be installing the exact same version. Oh man, this coffee is really good. This coffee stout. Really got a lot of hazelnut in that last sip. And done. All right, let's change back to our yes code here. I've got version. Oh, what the F? Why do I have a fly flying around? Oh my lord, I can't believe that I have to troubleshoot this right now. No such file. OpenSSL configuration error. Well, now unset OpenSSL conf. This is an older version. Why is it complaining about it now? I've been running 17.2. Why did this just happen? Oh my gosh, I can't believe that this is what I'm doing on my stream tonight. Do I need to reinstall OpenSSL? Unset OpenSSL conf. That doesn't do it. Isn't that what people... Oh, set. No, that didn't do anything. Well, sugar. I surprised you how? Nice. Um, I don't know. What I am doing. That didn't do anything good. They are saying to run 13. Come on. Alright, LTS version. Download. Do I have to uninstall 17 first? What a waste of time. Yeah. Alright. Jesus. Only on Windows, folks. This is why I hate developing on Windows. I guess you missed it. I am drinking Gran Giangiotto. It is a Imperial Stout by Levante. Italian coffee stout. I'm running into Node.js problems. I think it's because Windows installed an update overnight. I just came back to my computer and it had rebooted itself. And now it's complaining about OpenSSL issues. And so I'm going to back out of gonna back out of using Node.js 17 and go back to 16. Yeah, this is a little bit better than Guinness in my opinion. Imperial Stout brewed with Italian coffee, cocoa, hazelnut, and vanilla. It's 11% alcohol, and it is delicious. Much rather would be on Linux or OS X than Windows. I hate developing on Windows. But I do it here because this is what I have set up as my desktop for gaming and such. I mean, I guess I could be a bit of a pain. Change this over. What am I looking for? Uninstall. And remove programs. Node.js. Node. Come on. Node. Install. I've been using 17.2 since the 2nd of December. I don't know why it's now all of a sudden having problems with OpenSSL. I have thought about dual booting. But generally, I mean, I have plenty of other Linux machines, so I don't necessarily need to. And this usually works out pretty good for me. I don't know why it all of a sudden decided to not work tonight. And I am now installing Node.js 16. And hopefully this will fix everything. Get you back here. Hey. So yeah. Latest update of Windows and the latest update of Node.js do not play with each other very well. Now I know. That's not what this stream was supposed to be about, but there it is. No, I don't think you were my unlucky charm. I think Windows itself does a pretty good job of that itself. And yeah, I think it's recalculating everything since I had to drop down an version. NPM is extremely slow. So anyway, I guess while that's reinstalling, I can talk about a little bit of what I have going on for the bot here. I'm gonna turn on word wrap just to make this a little bit easier, so everybody can see what's going on. So we're in the platform HTTP interface document, and it's a big switch with essentially endpoints that are available, and these are sort of like setting up a REST API for the front end to communicate with the back end for things that it doesn't need to open up a full WebSocket for, which is perfect for these test messages to get sent through. So we have an endpoint here saying Discord test message. It runs a function to get the body out of it, returns a promise, and then we have a then and catch. So we get the body, pull out the text, set all of it as a config first, pull out the text of the message that we want to send. Then we set up our social bot object to say create a brand new Discord social bot. Then we initialize it, and this is the part that I'm having the biggest problem with right now. Is getting this to play nicely, wait for the actual response to come back of the bot actually initializing, logging in, or getting an error. And then after that happens, it should send a message. So I guess I could throw this send message into the then. I want to initialize, then send the message. But at any rate, it should initialize, send the message. Initialize, get a response back that basically says you're ready, good to go, or get an error back and post the error. Then move on to the next line as if it's synchronous. Send the message, do the same thing, get a response back or get an error back. And then these errors or responses should be pushed back to the UI so you can see it without having to look at the console or go into logs. And what we'll see in a second here is that this initialize basically just runs right away. And then it tries to send the message and it says it can't send the message because the object doesn't have a send on it. So that send message is using this function, which maybe part of it is I don't need to have async on here because this channel send message should return a promise. And right now I don't have it returning any response. That could also be part of it. All right. Thanks for stopping in. Anton R. Anton. Sure, I butchered that, and I apologize for not pronouncing your name correctly. But thanks for stopping by. Sorry, it's 3 a.m. your time. I do not get a whole lot of time to play with this, and so this is the best time for me. So anyway, let's get our platform up and running. And let's go to our localhost, and change over to my browser here for you. So we go over to our Discord bot. I guess one thing I can do is I can open up our console and then I can hit send test message. And I get my response saying not ready, which is what this says because I finally wrapped it in a, if the client is ready, then send the message. If not, return not ready. But I do not understand then why we get a unhandled rejection and it crashes. But the other part of it is we don't get any message about Discord being ready, Discord having an error, or that anything else is happening in this function. So I'm going to do some good old console log. I guess another thing I could do is reset up all my breakpoint configuration. But I don't want to go through doing that right now. Because this is... Just see if we hit that. Fresh. I did hit it. So, I mean, as we expected, we are actually trying to log in. We have our login. Get my token. Returns a promise and a string? No. String. I set response. Did I do anything? Promise pending. So why is it returning the promise and moving on? That does not make sense to me. So one thing that I started doing is trying to wrap different promise. I guess I could await and not return anything. But if I do that, the problem with turning this into an await is then this function has to be asynchronous. And then I have to rewrite some other code, treat it properly, because it's not doing what it's supposed to do. So what I'm expecting to happen is I'm wrapping this whole thing in a promise. It should sit and wait until it's ready, and then we resolve with ready. Or we get an error and we reject the promise with the error. And I'm not sure what I'm missing there. So what is making this return without a proper resolution? Why am I not hitting either of these thens or catches? I guess I could try this real quick. I can try waiting, which means that this has to be asynchronous. What does on HTTP request? I don't think I need to do this return promise resolve when I have async. I think if I just return, I don't know. Guess I shouldn't knock it because this is what I had to do to actually get Twitter to work. So if I'm awaiting that, give this a try then. Let's call this async. Get rid of this. Let's do new promise dot resolve and new promise dot reject. Oh, and I want to return. That needs to be deleted. This to be moved over. So again, I'm expecting this, say, resolve with ready, or return an error, reject with the error. See where the interface Social trading network. And nothing actually uses this function. Base. Press. Where I turned. This is how I modified this callback, got rid of this callback function on the HTTP request. I set up a promise. But then I had this resolve, reject. Excuse me. Because send had an onload and an on-error function. I don't know, man. Give this a try, see what error comes back. Yeah. Wait is only valid in Async function at the top level bodies of modules. Did set this as async. Okay, that didn't work. Excuse me. So this is why I want to use .then. Oh, excuse me, man, I'm super tired today. I'm back to this. And this should act upon my promises. Returning ready. Excuse me. Returning not ready. Not ready. Client response, not ready. So I'm still hitting this. Ready. Well, I have my async here. I just return error. Here I return ready. Is that the same thing? I mean, it is the same thing, right? I guess the difference is with the rejects and the promise, and the resolve, excuse me, I'm returning the correct part of the promise opposed to, if I say new promise dot reject not ready, they give me a different outcome. At least not. Oh, here I got initialized outcore Discord bot undefined. So that was here. So why is that still just going straight through, getting no response? Promise pending. Still beyond me. I don't know what's going on. Oh, and I'm sorry. I keep forgetting to change my browser share. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm trying to do something new, which I hadn't done before with my streams, and only sharing the windows instead of sharing my full desktop. And so I keep forgetting to swap over, and that's not very good. Oh, hey, got an error. That was interesting. And here, I still, promise reject is not a constructor. Or bot line 74. So that I actually kind of expected to not work. But I am actually doing that exact same thing in some other places. And it is working that way. Oh, here, I'm not doing new promise.resolve. That's probably why that's... I guess I kind of want to try that here. Predict error. I want to wait for these. Hit. And I don't know why the initializer is not waiting for those. Message fail. Say it again. Disappeared. At least I'm getting a slightly better error, but it's still getting all the way over here to where that's pretty. I'm getting my not ready response. Getting it undefined. Close this because I'm not working that file. I'm hitting this with an undefined response. And then I'm sending my message. I'm getting my error back. Still don't know why I can't get this initialize to wait for the once, the trigger. So here's what they uses. Here's what they use as standard demo code, which is where I got the once and the login. I can make that a little bigger. Yeah, and so they say you can do thens. And have awaits. But I want to await the login. Really needs to be dark mode. Wait, this channel send. Well, you don't do thens with a wait. You do try catches. First. But I want the login. But yeah, I think part of the problem is that all these are like one-off Discord bot scripts and they aren't part of something else. And that is bothering me. I guess I gotta wait login. Can I do that? Excuse me. I guess that's the one thing I haven't tried yet. Fresh. Oh. Didn't show you. So I was setting await login. Which I hadn't tried before. I don't think. So where do I initialize the Discord client? It is in the project social bots bot mod SA bot modules Discord bot JS under this new social Discord bots modules Discord bot function. There's an initialize function. We bring in the Discord JS from the Superalgos, say, node modules, which is set up in, I can show you in this platform root file. So here's where SA node modules is defined. And we have Discord JS REST and types added. And so that's how we get Discord JS. We create our client, reassign it to be a part of this object so we can use it in later functions like the send message. Bring in our token, bring in our channel ID from our config. I'm not having issues connecting to Discord because right now I am using a dummy configuration. So it's not supposed to work, but I should get an error and I should not actually try to send the message. But it also should not crash the program. Yeah, no problem. I don't mind going over it as long as somebody's paying attention and they have questions. So yeah, right now, testing the worst case scenario that somebody doesn't put in actual configuration. It's set up correctly in that it has the proper fields, but it has a bad token and bad channel ID. So when I'm expecting to get an error, but I'm not expecting it to crash the program. Oh, sorry, I was totally... Man, I guess I should just go back to doing the full desktop share because this is not working out. Changing it. Let's see. Boom. Look at that. So yes, I have a dummy configuration, and that's kind of hard to see. And I don't like the scaling in Superalgos, but it works well enough. Oh. So I have a dummy configuration, just token and channel ID. I'm expecting an error to come back, but I'm not expecting it to crash. I did get a proper error this time though, which this is a completely different error than what I was getting before. Cannot read properties of undefined replace. 79. Huh. So it's saying object format. So this must have bombed out. We did get our error this time, which we had not been getting before. Percent code. All right, so that's something new. Promising. I guess also, okay, so I guess this is where I want to move the actual message into here, because if we initialize, then we want to be able to send. Otherwise, we want to return our error, and we don't want to try to send the message. So save that. Oh. Refresh. Hey, my program didn't crash, and I got token invalid. That's weird. Did I fix it? I think I fixed it. I had to await the actual message. Await the login. And then return the error, or if I'm ready. So this logged my error. I think that's it. So now Guess that's it. Hmm. Now I need to find a real key. Take this off screen. Now I'm going to have to change back so that nobody can see me entering in real keys. Excuse me. I have to get how do I get to my developer page? Discord developer applications. Okay. I need to find where token is. All right. So I click that and that gives me a generated URL. That give me a, no, that's how I log in. Bot. Reveal. Ah, yes. Okay. Let me double check here. Not on the screen. Going to, oh man, I hope I don't log this out. If I do, I hope there's a very easy way for, oh, okay, I can just regenerate. All right, so maybe somebody will be able to send stuff to my Discord for a couple minutes if they happen to see this. And then I need to find a channel ID. Let me copy ID. All right, so to get your channel ID, you go into Discord. You click on your channel, right click on it. At the very bottom, it has copy ID. And then you can paste that channel ID in your configuration. And I'm not going to show you it because I don't want you to see the secrets. And I hope that I don't log it out into the public. Because, let me see, I'll make a dummy channel. Channel, new dummy, testing. Let me copy that ID just in case this logs out and I need to show what is going on here. Because I may, all right, hide that. So, let me show you. All right, so I created my own dummy. Go down to copy ID and it gives you a big long number. And I will be deleting this, the end here. So let me change back to just browser share. What I want to do now is send my test message I still got operation failed. Initialize Discord bot undefined. But then so this is this trial. So I hit my return promise. Ready. Resolve ready. Think. I mean, it must not have because I didn't get a message back. So I got response. I hit my then. Got initialize Discord bot undefined. And then it went on to send the test message and it couldn't because it could not read the properties of undefined reading send. And that is this. So channel. Oh, but it was ready. Is ready passed. Why did it not? Why was the response undefined? And then the channel did not. Log out our channel ID. So I already showed it. So if we get to here, and then I guess I could also log our message. Message to send. And yes, I apologize if you are watching this that I'm not using breakpoints, but I don't feel like going in and setting up all of the different VS Code settings that I need to make it not cough and choke on the enormous code base here because I didn't set it up beforehand. Maybe next time I make a video, I'll have it set up properly. But for now, you're gonna watch me do old school console log, echo, print message bugging. So I'm still running here. I want to kill it. I want to redo. I want to refresh. And change back to my browser. Send my message and I get operation failed. I got token invalid. Oh, because I didn't save it with my proper token. Change back to VS Code for a second. Did I kill my browser? Hit it, copied. Going to put my token in here. Oh, cancel. Now I have a bad channel ID. Still have the dummy channel ID, so I'm going to attempt to send my message and see what error I get. Fail, message operation failed. Okay, so this is a little bit interesting. So here's my dummy channel ID. Initialize Discord bot undefined. So why did this promise resolve not return ready? And I also didn't get my log info ready. Do I want to do an on ready instead of once? Try that. All right. Operation failed. Still got bad. Save this out. I'll refresh. I need to remember to regenerate that token at the end of this video anyway. You can see I just refreshed. Come down here, I click send, and I get result failed, operation failed. And I go back to my code. I got initialize Discord bot undefined. I got my channel ID and I got my test message, but then I couldn't send. So why is this returning? Excuse me, before it is ready? And why is it returning nothing? I say let response equal await and turn promise dot. Nope. Oh, of course I did that. All right, I'm gonna regenerate anyway. Of course I still had it in my paste. Response. That's what I was trying to do. All right, regenerate. Yes, do it. Copy. I am still on my code. Good. Configure. Paste. Save. Nope. Go there. And I still want to have an error. All right, so let's save. Close. Let's refresh. Running. Refreshing my web page. Try send a message in your ready callback. I think I am. So this return should be sending a resolve promise with the body ready, right? As a text, as a string. And I should be getting this log info. And the only thing I know from reading earlier about what on and once mean is that these are built into Node.js. On can execute multiple times once will only fire once on the event of ready. And so this should return my promise. And then I should hit a ready state. At least what I was trying to do before was wait for the ready state, the ready event, to then resolve my promise saying ready. And what I'm trying to do now is figure out why, see if I can get a string out of this and return that string as a resolve. So hopefully that's what happens now. I'm going to send my I'll show you my send. I got operation failed. My token's invalid because I just generated it and I didn't save. Let me copy that again. Let me change back to my VS Code so you don't see it. I'll save that. I still have a bad channel ID. And now you can see my browser again. I send and I get operation failed. And my VS Code says, oh, nice. It showed you my key. Now I'm going to regenerate it. Yes, do it. So it returns your key. Good to know. But why am I still getting undefined reading send? All right. Well, for this one, the channel is bad. I can definitely get rid of this because I don't need to protect about it being ready or not anymore. I figured that out. Constant channel. Yes, I also did not see my ready callback firing. And that's where I originally had this without the let response. And as soon as I put in a good token, it seemed like it was returning right away because it was actually logging in and it wasn't actually getting down to this on ready. And I don't know why. But when I put this in to say, let my response equal await my Discord client login, and then I threw a resolve response at the bottom, that's where I finally got my my token echoed back to me. So the promise was resolved. I was logged in. It was okay because down here in the send message, I also said if the object, the Discord client is ready, which I just removed that part. If it is ready, then try to send through the channel. And I didn't put in any try catch. I guess that's also part of what's happening. Is I'm not here I have a bad channel. So it's trying to get my channel ID, and it probably can't send because my channel is bad. So if I get a good channel ID, and I put that in my configuration, let's see, I think I regenerated. Let's regenerate it again. Copy it, edit. And this time, let's not have it echo out my response message. I could probably do like a type of, right? I do type of. No. Let me look at this up again. Okay. So it is just like that. That work? I guess one thing I could do also is make sure that if this is a bad channel, I give a better error message. But I'll work on that later. Right now, I just want this to work. So here is where we are. And then I'll reload my console here. I mean, my browser. And I'm going to open up water because I'm done my beer. Operation failed. Token invalid. I didn't save it. Copy. And change back to VS Code so you don't see me putting in a real token. And let me get my real channel ID again. Save. And operation failed. Still, same error. Cannot read properties of undefined. So my channel is coming back undefined. Why is this coming back undefined? Channels cache get. Look this back up. Yeah, I've seen some people do some pair programming, thing like web-based IDE, things like that. VS Code does have stuff in it that you can do that. I think there's a plugin that you can do that. I've never used it myself. Am I getting a log message from line 52? No, I'm not. I'm never getting that Discord client. I'm never hitting this on ready. And I don't know why. But what I was hitting before too is that I had an if statement in here saying if what was it? If this Discord client is ready, because that is a built-in function or method. So if we look back over here and I go home, there is an is ready and it returns true or false. I guess another thing that could be happening is I didn't set up the permissions properly. That just dawned on me. So it returns whether the client is logged in, indicative of being able to access properties such as user and application, true or false. And this was returning true because we were coming in and hitting that it could not send a message. And it's possible that that is because I set up these permissions incorrectly. Sorry, what it was showing here is before I had this is ready statement, and then I had an else console log not ready. And I had this, and it was hitting this before when before I put in the await for the Discord client login. Put your login below on ready. Okay, I could try that too. Yeah. Because in all of, let's see, all the examples, they do have the login as the very last thing. Let's give that a try. I'll go back here. I'll send. And I got operation failed. Hey, that was it. But I still got undefined. But I did get the console log. Why did my initialize Discord bot undefined still come back as my response is being undefined? That seems weird. What am I looking? Sorry, thought you were looking at it. So here's where I hit initialize Discord bot undefined. So I got my info social Discord bot ready that time. So that definitely worked. But I thought that returning my string ready, do I need to return an object? Is that what it's expecting? Because now it's saying that the type of my response here is undefined. Seems weird to me. Let me try that. Let's see. I think I have other examples. Maybe not. Does that need to be an object? Reloading the and send. I get operation failed. Still coming back as undefined. And then I'm getting undefined reading send again. I don't know. So error definitely returns as an object. I'm pretty sure. This object Discord client. That is here. Can I not do that? That's what I do in my other Slackbot and TwitterBot. So Slackbot, I create my web client and then I assign it to be a part of this object. But it doesn't have to log in. And then TwitterBot, same thing. I bring in my module. I create my new Twitter client. Do a couple of other transforms, but essentially then assign that Twitter client to be a part of the object. And it again doesn't have to log in until it tries to send the message. Just tweets. So this is definitely slightly different. Where are you trying to send the message? I am sending the message as a part of this send message function. So right now I still have this where I say if it is ready, excuse me, So this is returning true. This is a built-in, it's logging out my channel ID and my message, which you can see here. We are definitely ready at this point. And then I'm trying to grab the channel where it does Discord client channels cache get. And where I pulled that from is channels, the channel manager, cache collection, and get a key, and it returns an undefined. Huh. Where did I pull this code from? I got it from there was a not threads. What was under here? Back. How do I send a message to a specific channel? Client channels cache get ID. And so that's where client channels cache get ID. So that's where I got this object client channels cache get and the channel ID as a string. And then channel.send content. Channel.send my message as a string. I don't know. I think I'm going to have to call it a night. This is where I got that code from. Because I just want to send one message to the channel. So what I'm thinking is maybe I didn't set up the permissions correctly. And it's sending me an ambiguous error message because that is how it is secure. But I don't know what permission it needs. If you want to DM the user who sent the interaction, you can use interaction user send. So I don't know what scope. I need to assign to be able to write Discord bot send message. Oh. That's not helping me. Yeah, no shit. That's why I'm asking what frickin' permission I need. Need send messages. The list of scopes. And the last one is, did you find a solution? Of course. Thanks for reporting back. Developer port. Go off to scopes. I guess I also want to know intents. Intents. What do I have right now? Intents flags guilds. If your bot qualifies for verification, you must verify your bot. But how do I send a freaking message? Not what I want. I don't know. I think I need to explore these permissions a little bit more, figure out what's going on. All right, I think that's it for me for the night. I think I definitely got a little bit further. Thank you very much, Chokwama, for the help in figuring out what was going on with this login token. I'll need to figure out why my promise resolve isn't sending a proper message. But we are definitely hitting our log info now, which is great. And then I need to figure out why my channel isn't being created properly for me to be able to send a message to it. So I'm almost there. Very slowly. Thanks again. Check out Superalgos on the web, on GitHub. If you have questions, join us in Telegram, join us on Discord. Look us up on the socials. There's a Facebook group. There's Twitter. I'm sure there's more, but I can't think of it right now. We're on Reddit. We have a subreddit. Jump in there, check out all the articles, and yeah, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll have this video posted up on YouTube tomorrow, and you can stream it on Twitch for the next 14 days or so. Again, my name is Brett Splat, and hopefully I'll have something more interesting next week, but we'll see. You may be watching me code some more. This is what I like doing. This is why I'm taking my time and participating in the project, and I feel like I'm adding value very slowly. We'll see. Hopefully other people will enjoy what I'm doing. But anyway, it keeps me busy. So do these videos. So does this beer that I'm drinking. And I will catch you on the flippy floppy. Good night.